Cool. All right. We're good? We're on.
Oh, we're on, baby! Good morning, party people.
Welcome to The Breakdown. I'm Johnny. This is Nath. Man, I hate this whole COVID shit. I just want to see the world.
Yeah, alright. We should stop dressing like a hobo.
Oh, you know
Johnson.
what? On that, you guys don't see what happens under here. Don't worry, it's nothing sexual, but I'm fully wearing my old man slippers.
Oh, you are. Out in public too.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to The Breakdown. Today we're checking out Hobo Johnson's brand new track, I Want to See the World. Hence our really dumb intro joke. Sorry about that.
You're
Before
welcome.
we get into anything, if you guys can subscribe and like and stuff, that'd be sick. And if you like what we're wearing, my goodness, you can get it down below. Link is in the description. New merch.
I'm not going to do that.
Please don't. We want people to actually watch the video.
Yes.
Today's Hobo Johnson, I Want to See the World. I'm a big fan of Hobo. I've seen him play live twice.
Yes, you are. I'm not that familiar with him. I know you've showed a couple of his things to me.
I just like the kind of like, it's rappy, bit like spoken
rappy,
word, but quirky instrument. It's just fun. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're going to check this out. I haven't listened to the song yet, so I'm excited.
Well, here we go.
Are you ready to rumble? 3, 2, 1.
I want to see the world, especially France. I want to see them Frenchies sing and dance. They got rhythms unlike any other culture, and fuck, boy, I really like their sodas. I want to see Japan, to try all their dishes, cause I love eating fishes. I've been to Germany, but I ate Indian food. I should've had a sausage or two. I want to see the world in all of its glory. The museums, the mountains, the people, the towns. I want to hear every story. I want to go to Normandy to respect the troops. They died for me and you. I want to go to Belgium. That's where the Allies fought the Axis. And wonder how that happened. I'm off to Manhattan.
It's kind of rolling, so I was going to pause it for a second here. A little bit of a different vocal take to him here. His vocals actually sound a little bit different. More clean?
Yeah, less sort of
Bumbling, awkward.
Yeah.
Which I thought was quite charming, but I'm also... It still sounds like him, but just in a
This
bit
is
more
just
cleaner
making
version.
me miss traveling and going places. I mean, you do a lot more traveling than I do, and it still is making me miss going places. And it's,
What's it got to do with me traveling?
I don't know, because I'm imagining that you must miss it a lot.
Hey, I'm just happy
Don't know.
hanging out with you.
Thanks, bro.
I want to go to Ground Zero and salute the fallen heroes. I want to go to Memphis. That's where MLK got killed. It doesn't make sense to me still, but I want to see the world. But I
That
want the
little
whole
vocal.
Yeah.
story. And if it makes me cringe and gasp and gag, then I guess
that's
that's
funny,
good
guys.
for me. I want to go to Samoa and ask them for real, do you want us occupying you still? I want to go to Honduras, because it just isn't right. We meddled in their elections several different times. Guatemala, to say sorry for the harm. I'm sorry we exploited your farms. I'd like to see Africa. An unbelievable theft occurred and we should never forget. Oh, you want to see the...
I like how this has progressed lyrically.
Yeah, it was
That's
sounded
cool.
like real fun and like, oh, I'm stuck, and now it's kind of like, I want to be aware of world culture, which
Yeah,
is...
that is freaking sick.
Yeah.
Very
like it.
seamless.
Yeah,
Very-
and also like the
very good
delivery of it
transition.
makes it still lighthearted, but also
Yeah.
like, hopefully it makes people kind of do their research. That's interesting.
The world, but it is fucking awful. And if you stare too hard, then you just might find the bottom of a bottle. I want to see Auschwitz, to try to comprehend how God let that happen to them. I want to see Rwanda, to pay my respects to the million people forced to death. I'm off to Vietnam to see all the harm that we caused, to try and make sense of myself involved. To Cuba, to end the blockade. Fuck it, human lives are at stake. I want to see the world before I die, before my heart stops beating or I rip out my eyes. I want to see the world
that.
Yeah, 100%.
That was cool. I'm not sure for me if it has like much replay value. I know you're quite into him. I feel like I got to be in the mood to listen to it.
Yeah, I get that.
But just because it is so different, it is so quirky. I find it hard to imagine what sort of playlist I could slip that into.
Yeah, I don't really listen to him in playlists. I listen just like if I want to listen to that live music.
Yeah. He would definitely be interesting to watch live. I think he's a very cool character, obviously.
The whole band's fun. Like they're just like, it's a really good time.
Yeah, cool.
I really like, they also talk about a lot of things about like anxiety and depression and like stuff that kind of hits hard in a real quirky, upbeat, fun way, but is still relevant and still makes you think about it. That's a perfect example, like talking about like,
Yeah.
oh, we go see the world and see all the horrible things that have happened because of humans, and particularly like American culture, which I guess he's pointing out there.
Yeah.
That was cool though. They said it. Hopefully that makes people kind of go, oh, like what's happening in Honduras? Like,
Yeah, for sure, man. Like but I think it is like something that when we take traveling for granted and stuff like that. Like this is cool how it did, like we said, start off as a sort of I want to travel sort of thing. Then it went into a more political thing, and then I liked at the end how he was sort of sitting on his computer. It's like people's like information and perception is often not from actually doing research or getting out there and experiencing the world. And obviously a lot of people don't have the opportunity to, they don't have the finances to, or at the time. But I feel like it's hard to sort of judge, and have real educated opinions on a lot of the stuff in the world if you don't experience it on a much deeper level.
I think as well that he was saying about like people actually getting out and seeing the parts of the world that aren't all
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Like photo on the beach, photo in front of a landmark, and all that sort of stuff. 100%. And I think that's one of the great things about traveling, like especially when you go through places like Europe that have so much history.
Our country's 200 years old. Theirs has a bit more than that. Hey, about the music there as well, I really liked it. It's super simple. It kind of relied on, it didn't rely on a like 808 speed or anything, which I like for hip hop. As we've talked about before, I find that sort of stuff can be a little bit too formulaic.
Yep.
It didn't really go anywhere adventurous, but it was still kind of quirky and fun and upbeat, which I think really helped with the messaging. Otherwise, it would have been a pretty sad
for
song.
sure. I think that it helped in the context of the actual video and how he did the video. You know what I mean? That emoji thing sort of grabs you at the start, and it's really fun to watch. And then you sort of like, you're engaged in seeing all these different places, and you become slowly invested in the film clip because you want to sort of see this footage from around the world, and then it starts clicking. And then you start watching it further and further. I think it was a really, really clever and subtle way of getting to a point.
Yeah.
Something
have you guys
don't do.
Have you guys checked out? I was just thinking, where are we going here? Have you checked out Hobo Johnson before? Did you like the song? I would definitely recommend diving into some of his clips as well. He's a really quirky. I've said that word so many times, but he is. He's super interesting in the delivery. They've got some really great songs. So I would definitely recommend checking out if you haven't. Also, comment. Let us know your things. Oh god.
Let us know your things.
All right. Let us know your things. Bye.
Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm extremely ignorant, and maybe I just won't.